When soldiers in Guinea-Bissau briefly detained the country's prime minister last week, it reinforced the need for security reform in a country with a long history of military intervention in civilian politics. VOA West Africa correspondent Scott Stearns has our story.
Prime Minister Carlos Gomes Jr. was only under house arrest for a few hours, but the move against him has reignited concerns about the army's role in Guinea-Bissau's political life. Soldiers at the Prime Minister's office were met by angry pro-democracy supporters chanting "Down with dictatorship." President Mahamane moved quickly to reassure his people and the international community that he's still in charge. Prime Minister Gomes says he will not step down.
This is an incident, and we appeal to our people to be calm. The institutions are functioning normally, and I think the situation is already under control.
Reforming Guinea-Bissau's military is complicated by the fact that it still contains many of the men who fought against Portuguese colonialism 36 years ago and now refuse to retire because a small army pension would leave them in poverty. Mahamane Toure is Commissioner for Political Affairs at the Economic Community of West African States.
How you right size, I would not say downside, right side the armed forces, to give an opportunity to the former freedom fighters which are not literate and try to give them an opportunity to retire and give them a reconversion training, to give them an opportunity to come into civilian life with an expertise and to set up a pension fund.
Toure says President Sanha's government understands well the need to reduce the size of the army by increasing the value of that pension fund.
They came up with a pension scheme with their own contribution. The government will contribute and they will ask partners to contribute in order to at least retire some of the military who are overaged, who need to be given a chance. And they need to have a restructuring of the armed forces to give them some professionalism and give them an opportunity to intervene in peace operations. This is basically what we are trying to achieve with them. So we are working with a Peace Building Commission is doing a lot of work and some bilateral partners to revamp some of the camps and try to give a real livelihood to the military and give them a purpose to be Republican armed forces.
President Sanha's government has set as its target having an army of about 4,000 soldiers. That's less than half the current number of men under arms and will require substantial outside financial assistance to retire veterans who still enjoy considerable political influence. Scott Stearns, VOA News, Dakar.